to Clutch.
This is the game that I've played coming out from Maverick Games. A bunch of the developers that no longer work on Forza Horizon made this. And in this video, you're gonna find out my thoughts playing it early. And the day that I had at Maverick Games. Oh, this looks sick. Where is this
racing
set?
prodigies competing in the R1K Racing Series.
Yeah.
The R1K is a prestigious and historic series that's been the proving ground of the world's best drivers for 100 years.
Oh. The Multipla! Woo!
But away from the pomp and the pageantry and commercialism of the R1K is the Midnight Collective, a group of car
Street
enthusiasts
racing?
that care about the money and the fame of the R1K. They care about the love of driving
Ooh.
and the raw thrill of speed.
Wait, is that the M3? Wait, I didn't even clock. I think it's the Multipla for every transition. My brain didn't even
on this
clock
project,
the
we've really had
M3.
the benefit of time. It's actually the longest development of any game I've ever worked on, and that's allowed us to make some big investments that I know you're going to really appreciate. Using our custom version of Unreal Engine 5, we've been able to achieve a level of detail and accuracy never before seen in in-game car models.
Ooh.
Every exterior curve, every
that
fucking
looks
paint,
beautiful.
every interior stitch,
These
every
in-game
groove
graphics?
of tire wear recreated perfectly. And on older cars, there'll be signs of wear, signs of love, signs that the cars have actually been driven, been on an adventure.
Nice. I wish someone knew about this stuff already.
But all of this, it's not just a static presentation. A part of the joy of car ownership is that sense of connection between the car and the driver. And that's why we've pushed to set a new benchmark in car
Customization. Oh my gosh, wait, actual good customization.
From the options you'd select when
it's
you're
on a
specking out a brand
Land
new car.
Rover. Okay, there we
to those
go. Now,
customized
now
parts
we
that
can
allow it to
see
become that
some
true
good cars
one-of-one.
being customized. Oh. Underglows? Oh my gosh, we actually have underglows. Steering wheels,
To
seats.
those little human
whoa,
details that
whoa.
make it really feel like it's your car. Things like the coffee cup you were meaning to throw away, those parking tickets and receipts strewn across the dashboard.
Parking
that hoodie
tickets?
you slung on the
Whoa.
passenger seat,
Maybe you.
The fluffy dice hanging from the rearview mirror.
We haven't made fluffy dice.
We haven't made fluffy dice. Okay, all right. Well, we haven't made fluffy dice, but we will make fluffy dice. And anything else you want to see, just let us know and we can add that as well.
Ooh.
Now, we talked about the R1K and the Midnight Collective.
Okay, so we got
But
pro
in the
racing
early
and
part of our
street
game,
racing.
Our hero gets himself into a spot of trouble. A
Yeah.
spot of trouble that leads him to look up the services of a fixer. And in doing so, we smash
Fixer?
open the doors to
I
the
hardly know
underworld.
it. Oh,
beneath
wait,
the
what's
glitz
going on
and
here?
glamour of the R1K.
Oh my gosh, police? Wait, there's
And whether
actually gonna
it's
be
in a
proper
high-speed
police?
getaway, or if you're just out exploring this beautiful open world, Clutch Tech mods add new ways to move through
Where's
the
the
world
game
at
set?
speed.
Oh!
If you're
Wait,
watching
we
this
got
live,
gadgets!
then in about 45 minutes, you'll be able to see reactions from key content creators
Oh.
who recently visited us here at Maverick and got hands-on
Wait, that's this
with
video.
Clutch. And if you
Wait,
want to
I'm
see
gonna
more
let
of
the chat
Clutch,
know.
then you don't have long to wait. Lock in to Summer Game Fest, where you'll be able to see the world-exclusive premiere of the Clutch trailer. And that will reveal
Ooh.
the location the game is set in, as well as the stars of our cast. So for now, lock in, follow us on all of our channels. I love you all. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
An actual story in a racing game with gadgets. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that? Now let me tell you more. So not too long ago, I got invited out to Maverick Games to go and see what they were cooking. Clutch, the game. In fact, I might need to change of clothes. The game called Clutch. Now, it's important to note this video isn't sponsored, and at no point have I been paid by Maverick Games. I'll tell you all the stuff that they brought us out to do, but all of this video is what I actually think of the game and what I did. And honestly, I'm really excited. I see what Theo was so excited about now. Obviously, you want to hear about the game. So, let me speed through what we did when we first got there. We get there to a place called the Adrenaline Collective with a bunch of very cool cars, including a lot of the people at Maverick Games who own some really sick cars for some reason. But then the rest of them were the Adrenaline Collective cars, and we got a choice of which car to be driven in to Maverick Game Studio, and I went with the Jaguar Project 8. This thing was insane. Here's some of those clips, but oh my gosh! Driving in that thing has made me, it's made me wish that if I had infinite money, I would actually buy that car. That thing was crazy. It's so fast, instant on a dime speed, and the engine sound, oh my gosh. But then when we got to Maverick Games, we got to look at not only a lot of the inside of the development, but tune in July 10th for actual gameplay. Yes, I got to play the game. I even recorded myself playing the, so you'll have a webcam and everything. It'll feel like any old Sidwatch video. I played the game. So subscribe if you want to make sure you catch that. All coming out June 10th. But then we also got to see so much of the game. Gosh, not as much as I'd wish though. But the game seems to have an actual story. It's got an actual cast. It's got actual characters following two racing drivers going into the R1K, a fictional racing series called the Riviera 1K, or 1000, I guess, if I'm using its full government name. And that seems to be the real professional racing side of the game, whereas the Midnight Collective is the street racing. I mean, you saw that M3. They're clearly trying to invoke something very specific. They're not trying to invoke Forza Horizon. This game feels more akin to, I guess, what Need for Speed should have been. That's what this trailer feels like. That's the Midnight Collective side of it, where the cars are like, God, this bit, in fact, perfect timing on the background footage here. Look at that M3. Oh, it's good, and it's in, oh, just beautiful. But then they also show off gadgets, as well as a third type of, well, we don't see anything too in-depth for it, other than the police, but we also see high-speed getaways. Those seem to be the three that we've seen so far. Gameplay races that we have. I guess events is a more apt word. Professional racing, street racing, and then heists with grappling hooks? What are we talking about? What's going on? What's going on here? Underglow. The customization looks amazing. The interior stuff is so cool. I don't think anyone's done interior like this. The Crew Motorfest is the only other game that I know has interior customization, but not like this. Not this in depth, not with moving stuff around anywhere you want, putting stuff on the side, putting stuff on the dash, changing the wheel, having licensed seats. I mean, gosh, that just hasn't been seen before, and I'm really excited to check it out, as well as this sort of aging car thing that they've done. And there's the gadgets that you saw, of course, with these police chases. Now, we see the gadget on a Skyline, and we see it on an Aston Martin. I wonder what cars are going to be allowed in the heist mode. Because obviously, we know that car licenses are really annoying. I mean, I know that, but I'd be curious to see the car list, and also what of that car list can actually be used in heists, as licenses can be funny sometimes. The map looks sick. You could probably recognize the actors. I know I do. I couldn't name something they've been in off the top of my head, but I recognize the actors. And I don't know how I didn't notice the Underglow, but there's Underglow here, and NOS! Whoa, there's NOS in the street races? Ooh, this game is fully going for a more Need for Speedy feel. Graphically, when I played it as well, the game looks really stunning. Like, genuinely just a really good looking game. It's hard to talk about that because every game nowadays, we're running with modern technology. Every game looks pretty great. But this game, what I like most about it is it doesn't just have those realistic graphics, the nice textures and all of that kind of thing. But on top of that, you will notice that it has this, like, tinge over it. It actually has a theming. We've lost theming so much in racing games now. Sure, if I'm in the photo mode, there should probably be a way to turn that off. But I'm glad that when you're actually playing it, there's an atmosphere now. We're not just going for photorealism, where the end goal is a dead line that once we hit it, it's like, okay, now this game just looks like the last game, because every game is just going for photorealistic. That was the first thing I noticed with the graphics, that I was really happy to see an actual atmosphere on top of well done, sort of, you know, realistic graphics. This yellowish tone. It is nice to not have it look like Horizon. Because obviously with Maverick Games having been mostly made up of developers who came off of Forza Horizon, it's nice that the game clearly isn't just another festival. Oh my word, is that nice to see. But that's a complete side note. What was I talking about? The graphics? Right. Also, the handling felt good. It felt more on the arcadey side to me, but I'm sure someone who knows more about the handling would be able to tell you more about that than I could. But until June 10th, that's all I've got to say on Maverick Games' new game, Clutch. Oh, also, we also got some cool things. You want to see some cool things? Head down there and subscribe if you want to catch the June 10th videos. And if you're still watching, I'll show you some cool things we got. We got this t-shirt, got a little Porsche, we got like a Maverick Games little pin, look at that puppy. An air freshener that attacks me as soon as I open this box. A bunch of stickers, and some really nicely done casino chips with the Clutch logo on it. Gosh, what am I doing here? Just making you guys jealous? With the Clutch logo on it, and on the back with the asterisks. A very Thunderbolts. Like, with the yellow and the block text and the asterisks. A very surprisingly Thunderbolts art scheme. And then we got a Maverick Games one with just Maverick Games on both sides. These are pretty dang nice, and they're cool to have. And that's going to be about it for me. Thank you so much for watching. In a bit.